Hi folks, it's Bob from Mountain Crest Farms. Are y'all having a good day today? I hope so. I know I plan to. So far I am, and I hope to keep it that way. And I forgot my cap. I never go without my cap. Huh, glad I remembered to comb my hair this morning. I don't always do that. Oh, a little bit later recording this than usual. That video the other day with the little piglets. Little piglets kind of throw off your daily schedule. This video recording is usually done first thing in the morning. I get up, I go out on the front porch, smoke a cigarette. I know, don't yell at me. Go back in, make a pot of coffee, come back out, drink coffee, smoke another cigarette. As soon as it gets light enough, I make a video. The piglets screw that up. First thing that comes every morning now when it gets light is go check on the piglets, feed and water the mamas. Mama's got to have lots of water. Pigs drink a lot of water anyway. And with piglets and having to make milk, they drink even more. So that's what happens first thing, which means I'm recording this later, which means despite the fact I'm on coffee, not on switchel, it means that, switchel, if you hadn't heard about switchel, if you hadn't seen my other videos, I'll put a little link right up here. Tell you all about switchel. But, it means that it's already getting hot and muggy. Not hot, the temperature's not up yet, but it is really muggy today, and you can tell. Oh, me. Today I want to talk about what kind of currency we use. Y'all know my place is focused on homesteading, which to me is a self-sufficient, frugal lifestyle. Frankly, if you counted up dollars, I would imagine that we live below the poverty level here. Certainly below the federal poverty level, probably below the state of Georgia poverty level, which is even lower. But we don't feel poor. To me, I'm the richest guy I know, for a whole bunch of reasons that would be a whole nother video. But we live good, and we do it because we live a pretty frugal lifestyle, and we don't want a whole lot. We don't want fancy stuff and fancy cars and things like that. I used to, and I used to be able to afford it, but I can't afford it now and wouldn't want it anyway. I swear if somebody dropped $1 million in my lap right now, I don't know what I'd do with it. I'd figure something out, but just off the top of my head, I don't know what I'd do with it. Anyway, I want to talk about currency. And currency is one reason that we're able to live a nice lifestyle here on not a lot of money. And that's because there's two different kinds of currency in the world. There's the currency that everybody thinks about. You know, that currency that's printed by the government. These things, dollars, or if you're in another country, whatever your government prints, that's a currency. It's something you can spend if you need something. And some things require dollar bills to pay, like your property taxes. If you raise chickens, you can't just show up at the property tax office with 2 dozen chickens and a dozen eggs and say, okay, there's my property tax bill. You got to have money. But there's another kind of currency that pays for a lot of stuff too. Now, I'm not talking about barter. You're still swapping something of a certain amount of dollar value for something else of a similar dollar value. I'm not talking about barter, although that's a good thing too. I'm talking about your time. Your time is the most important currency you've got. Dollar bills, lose them all. You can go get some more. You can go get another job, a second job, or in my case, a first job. You can hold with the bank. If you lose every bit of the money currency you've got, you can always get more. And money currency, like I said, does have its place, and it is important for some things. But the other currency, time, you don't get any more of that. However much you've got, and that's all. You don't get any more. When it runs out, you're done. That makes it the most important of the two currencies, because it's the one you don't get any more of. That also means it's the one you don't need to waste. Waste money? Go to a casino. If you're somebody from up north like Donna Grace, yeah, I'm picking on you. And you go to Florida on vacation, there's casinos in Florida where you can where you can waste money. If you're going through North Carolina, there's Cherokee casinos there. There's a lot of casinos, a lot of places to waste money. But the time, that you better not waste it. I'll be right back. Where was I? I believe I was talking about time as a currency and the importance of not wasting it. But besides the importance of not wasting it, look at time as a currency. It's something you can spend. You can spend it on frivolous stuff, or you can spend it helping take care of yourself, just like you use money for. And it's really a valuable currency. I'll give you a good example. My well went out earlier this year. My well pump went out. I've got a 220-foot deep well. And I called the local pump guy and said, okay, need a new well motor installed. A motor and pump, submersible pump, 220 feet down. How much is that going to cost me? It was going to cost me over $1,000. Now, $1,000 out of my budget is a chunk of money. But I got thinking about it. I know how to do it. I've never done it, or I hadn't. I had never replaced my well pump. But I had stood and watched it replaced by the well service company twice. Or I had watched a well being replaced twice. Mine once and another one up the road. I'd watched it done. I knew how to do it. It's really, really simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. And I started thinking about, what do I need to replace it? Well, I've got to have a pump. I called. New pump was going to be from a quality company, Flint and Walling, up in Indiana, I think. The oldest pump company in the country, and the only one I would buy a pump from. Called the local dealer, and a new pump was going to run me almost, but not quite, $400. Okay, $400 from almost $1,000 means $600 plus for the labor. And I got thinking about what I'd seen in replacing a well pump. I know how to do it. That's easy. Can I do it? Can I pull a pump that is 220 feet deep? Can I pull it, replace the pump motor, and drop it back down in the well? That's where ingenuity comes in. I figured out a way to pull it safely without getting it part way up and dropping it back down the hole and losing everything. Figured out how to pull it. Replacing the motor is easy. 2 wires. Connect the 2 wires, make the connection waterproof, attach it to the bottom of the pipe, boom, back down. I knew how to attach it. It was just a matter of getting it out of the ground, which is hard work. It took me 2 days. No, excuse me. It took me 1 day. 1 full day. I started early one morning, pulled the pump, removed the pump from the bottom of the bottom of the pipe. Went to the local dealer, who I had already called, and made sure they had one in stock, because the pump was still pumping just a tiny little bit. We had water, we just didn't have much or very good pressure. Made sure they had what I needed in stock. They did. Went to the plumbing service company, got another pump, brought it back, attached it, and put it back down the well carefully. Now, if I had hired that done by the well service company, it would have cost me over $600 in labor, and they would have done it in about an hour and a half. Instead, I saved the $600, and it took a day. Okay, it took a day of hard work and sweat, but I'll work for $600 a day every day of the week. So think about the value of your time and how you can put that to work so that you can save some of that other currency. You know, the stuff that folds up and goes in your pocket. Save as much of that currency that goes in your pocket as you can by spending the other currency, the time. Now, if the job you go to do winds up paying you $5 an hour, no. If it's going to take you 10 hours to do something to save $50, that's a waste of your time. And remember, time's the currency you don't get any more of. You don't waste it. Spend the $50 cash. But when it's something like the well or anything else, think about which currency you want to spend, especially if you're on a small budget. Me? The way to look at it is you have two currencies, money and time. Which one do you want to spend? Which one can you afford to spend? If you've got lots of money, fine, spend the money. Your local well pump service guy will appreciate it. But if you don't have a whole lot of money, figure out a way to do things with that other currency, time. Y'all have a fantastic day. I'm going to finish editing this video. I'm going to go down and check on the little piggies again. Y'all, I'll see you next time, and don't forget two things. Number one, the tomb was empty. And number two, he is alive. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a great day. Oh, I almost forgot. Subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like it, comment, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so you get notifications, and come see me next time.